Well, good evening. Okay, it's April 3rd, Sunday. It's about 6:30 at night. Just a little bit of reminiscing. Back when Mom passed, I ended up going up to Binghamton because I had to turn my Bible in. But the binding broke. The front cover and the back cover came off, and the binding broke in the center. Was like that for about 3 years, 4 years, because there's no place around here in Yuma that I could get it bound. I figured somewhere, sometime, it'll happen where I can get it bound. Well, I found this bounding place up in Binghamton, so I went up there. The guy only did paperback books, but he knew this place called SDL, and he sent me there. And I met this elderly gentleman, told him my situation, told him I'd pay any amount, and I just want a real Bible, one that'll last. And this is the third time that it's been bounded. I don't know how many times you can bound the Bible, but I want this one bounded. Well, he said he'd take a look at it and get back with me. Well, he never got back with me. Well, I ended up coming out here to Yuma, and I get a phone call. Months later, I get a phone call. And it's the man that actually did the binding of the Bible. He wanted to verify my address. Told me there was no charge. No charge at all for what he did for my book. And as you can see, I've already started wear on it. So, anyways, in it are too many memories. Little girl in Monk's Corner after I joined Baptist Church in Somerville. Since I joined one Sunday, she was sitting with me the next Sunday, same age as my daughter. She sat with me every Sunday for all those years. And I ended up giving her an allowance, $1 a week. She put 50 cents in the offering plate in Sunday school and kept 50 cents for her. Well, a couple years later, I told her that for birthday present, she was going to get double the allowance. So she ended up with $2. Well, somewhere in the book of John, she took a pencil one day when she was probably 6 years old, and she wrote, "I love you," with a heart. You know, I heart you. And that really touches me right here. You know, it really, really touches me. One day she had a piano thing to do, because she was in piano, and she came up to me in church, you know, before church started, and told me that she asked me what I was going to do that afternoon. And I said, "I don't have any plans." And she goes, "Yeah, you do. You're going to come to church. Got a recital at 2 o'clock. Oh, okay. So I went to the church. I got there about 1:45. Went in, sat down. There must have been 10 recitals. Anyways, Beth was like number 4, number 5. She did a beautiful job on the piano. Well, after all the recitals were done, the kids were out in the audience saying thank you to relatives and this kind of stuff. Beth went past me 3 or 4 times, seeing people, thanking them, shaking their hands. She comes up and stands next to me, and she goes, "Gene," I saved the best to last. She gave me a hug around the neck and a kiss on the cheek. That was the best to last. Halloween one year, kids put together this box thing called a cave, and I had to go through it with her. I mean, it was wild. It was wild. Anyways, I just want to share with you, over the years that I've had this book, some preachers have said some things that really have hit home, and I just want to share them with you. I just hope setting this thing on the computer isn't going to mess it up any. If I was ever accused of being a Christian, could I be convicted? I sure hope so. Almost came true in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, when the kids were taken away from me because of my faith in God and Jesus Christ, the Bible, and church. Now that tells you about the corruption of the United States judicial system. Faith. Is it your faith based on what God is doing in your life? Or is your faith based on who God is? My faith is based on who God is. He proves that faith by what He has done, such as my last video dealing with the miracles. Grace. How do you spell grace? G-R-A-C-E. Then let's put words to it. Grace. God's riches at Christ's expense. G-R-A-C-E. The word busy. Now, what's busy? You can be busy doing anything. But the thing is, the words to busy, being under Satan's yoke. If you're busy, you're doing work for the devil and not God. Because God doesn't put a yoke around your neck. He chooses not to. He walks beside you. Just like that saying thing. 2 footprints turns into 1. Why 1? Because God was carrying you. And that's it. Bible. What words go to Bible? Basic information before leaving Earth. Basic information before leaving Earth. Any question you have dealing with this so-called world is in the Bible. The scientists back in 1775 got the Nobel Peace Prize. They got millions of dollars and all this other hooter crap. Because they made a piece of paper that stated how rain was made. All they had to do was read Isaiah. The answer to how rain is taken out of the ocean and flooded over the clouds and rained down on the ground is in Isaiah. The same exact thing that they wrote in the 1700s. See how stupid human beings are? The dirtier the Bible, the cleaner the heart. I believe that. The dirtier the Bible, the cleaner the heart. And I'm not talking dust. I'm talking wear and tear on the pages. I got pages in here that are actually torn. What's the ABCs? Always be Christ-like. Prior to worship, simply reading God's Word to get into God's presence. I first must give God my burdens, baggage that my thought will be clear in order to hear what God is saying. Clean thoughts and a pure heart will enable God's Word to change me. In other words, don't have baggage. Don't have drama. I used to hand out a book concerning baggage. The cost of those was $7.50 a piece, but it didn't mean nothing to me. When I started going through my ordeal, this one lawyer told me that I should go to the bookstore and read the book. Well, I went to the bookstore and I started reading it and I bought it. It cost me $35. I also found out that I could get the paper version for $7.50. I bought all they had, 10 books, and I started handing them out free of charge. Because if you carry baggage, you're working for the devil. I have no baggage. I have no drama. I'm drama free, baggage free. Because I give it all to God. Yeah, that's it. Think before you speak. Use this as a guide. Think is spelled T-H-I-N-K. Now, if you answer the questions, then open up your mouth if all the answers are the same. And it's either yes or it's no. So, think. T. Is it true? Is the statement you're about to make, is it a true statement? H. T-H. Honest. In your belief, the statement that you're about ready to talk, is it an honest statement? In other words, honesty is the best policy. I. T-H-I. Is it important? Never mind the trivial bull. If you're going to say something, it has to be important. Plus being honest, plus being true. N stands for necessary. Is what you're about to say necessary to make your point? Because you've already determined that it's an important point, and it's an honest point, and it's a true point. So far, you've got 4 yeses. Now comes the letter K, T-H-I-N-K. Is it kind? Or are you going to slander somebody? Are you going to knock them down? Are you going to put yourself above them? If you're going to put yourself even with them, it's the same as no. Now, do we understand each other? If you are below, then fine. But not that. Hello? If you always do what you already done, you always get what you already got. Now that's just it. What do you think about most? That is where your heart is. Whatever you think about most is where your heart is. Think about that. If you think about money more, then that's where your heart is. And in the back of the Bible, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus have me do? A couple good questions. And he has already made the sun, moon, and stars. But he is still working on me. So, those are just food for thought. So, with that, have a good day. And may God bless. Bye-bye.